Start. Number 12, Kale Moore. Number 14, Hudson.
Good evening from Garland Field. This is David Blackburn. I've got Brendan Skipworth here with me tonight as we get ready to bring you Shallow Water Mustang baseball. We've had the player introductions. We're going into the national anthem. We're going to pause while we honor our country. And we're back. We're jumping in a little early tonight, scheduled 7 o'clock start. Looks like the game's going to get underway just a few minutes early. Both teams have been introduced, and as you heard, that was the national anthem. This is David Blackburn, and I'm bringing it to you tonight along with Brendan Skipworth, who's filling in for Tony Jackson, who's out of town tonight. But we're also broadcasting this in two formats on Mixler Internet Radio, as well as the Shallow Water Sports Network, which has a live stream to it as well. Tonight's matchup is a District 2-3 matchup that has a lot on the line, as the Mustangs and the Idalou Wildcats both come in tonight with identical 7-1 district records. The Mustangs overall are 16-7-1. Wildcats 16-4, as I mentioned, both of them 7-1 in district. This game will go a long ways towards deciding the district championship. Both teams do have games remaining on Tuesday night. Tonight, Mustangs will be trying to break this tie and beat the Wildcats after the Wildcats took the earlier matchup over in Idalou back a few weeks ago. On the mound tonight for the Mustangs is going to be senior right-hander number 9 Brooks Carter. Behind the plate, Rylan Ramos. Over at first, Brant Carter. At second, Cameron Swanson. At third, Clayton Vincent. At shortstop, Braden Gurney. In left field, Jackson Simpson. In center field, Rylan Blackburn. And in right field, Chris Salazar. And with that, we're going to jump right into it, and Brendan's going to take you through the top half of the first.
All right, we got a beautiful night here at Garland Field. Temperature is fantastic as that first pitch from Brooks Carter is fouled off. We're sitting about 73 degrees here in Shallow Water. Wind blowing in a little bit, but not too bad, as that next one is hit right up the middle. And that's going to be an error on Braden Gurney.
Ground ball, Braden got there in time, not able to come up with it cleanly. And the Wildcats have their leadoff runner aboard.
Yeah, good piece of hitting there by Garcia. Just stuck with the fastball, took it right back up the middle. It did take Gurney to his left towards the bag, but could have fielded that one, just missed it. First pitch to the 2-hole, Jack Henley is a ball, low and inside. Garcia gets his lead on first. Next pitch from Brooks Carter is going to be low again. So 2 low ones here to start off to Henley. Henley's playing shortstop today for the Wildcats. Third pitch is roped down the line. Ooh, foul by a few feet. He took that one down the third base line. over the head of Clayton Vincent over there at third. Almost a really good hit.
Yeah, it looked like he got ahead of the changeup there, a little off-speed pitch from Brooks.
Shallow water tonight wearing the black tops and the white pin bottoms as Brooks Carter tries a pick move over at first.
Brendan was talking about the weather. Really a nice evening here tonight. Sunny skies, clear skies, a light breeze blowing in from the west-southwest about 12 miles an hour.
Next pitch from Brooks Carter's right in there. So 2-2 count.
Field here at Garland Field faces to the southwest, so that equates to a little breeze blowing in from right field, kind of across the field.
Yeah, 90% of the games here, that wind is blowing in as the 2-2 pitch is high to fill things up here in the top of the first inning. No outs. As Garcia gets his lead on first, here comes Brooks Carter, and that's roped down third base again. That's going to go foul. Another good shot there, almost, by Jack Henley. Good pitching by Brooks here. The Idalou Wildcats tonight are wearing the grays on grays. Classic Idalou uniform. The green stripe down the leg. Some yellow stirrups I'm seeing out there. Not all players have them. As the next pitch is fouled back into the screen. They're going to stop, step out, get some signals from Coach Brockman at third base from Idalou. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. Oh, I'm just kidding. Brooks Carter's going to try, just keep him honest over there at first. As that next pitch is hit high into left center field. That's going to get over both of the defenders' heads. They're going to gather and get it in. They're going to send him from third, and he will score. Garcia scored all the way from first base. Double for Jack Henley. I mean, he crushed that ball.
Yeah, well hit ball into the left center gap. Gets all the way to the wall out there.
So,
going to have a time as Rylan Ramos, the catcher, goes out to talk to Brooks.
Now batting number 12, Eric Garcia. So tough battle there between Brooks and Jack Henley. Jack Henley ended up getting the best of him that time, as number 12 Eric Garcia showed bunt, pulled back, and called strike. Again, still no outs here in the top of the first inning, as Garcia is the 3-hole. He's playing right field today for the Wildcats. As Brooks Carter sets and delivers, he's going to carry that into right field. Chris Salazar is under it, makes the catch. The runner is tagging at second. Cannon by Chris Salazar. Oh, just took Clayton Vincent off the bag a little bit, but man, what a throw from Chris to give Vincent an opportunity there.
Great effort by Chris. Makes a nice catch and a strong throw. It's just a little off the mark. Otherwise, the ball was going to be there in time.
Yeah. So good play. Caught that ball probably 10 feet from the right field line over there. Good play there by Chris. And good throw. As the 4-hole, Cooper Ross steps in. I missed that pitch, David. Was that a strike?
Called strike on a breaking ball.
Okay. I like that. Brooks Carter bringing the low heat there. Gets Ross swinging. Cooper Ross playing third base today for the Wildcats. Got the bat to match the rest of the uniform, the green and yellow. Next pitch is fouled back as Brooks comes back with a high fastball.
Yeah, got him to chase something a little up in the zone, fouled it off there.
Yeah. So good 0-2 pitch there from Brooks. Brooks is a righty. Throws that next one high, and he's Ross will take a hack at it and foul that back into the screen. Brooks, I believe, is committed to Abilene Christian University next year.
That's correct, yes.
So, good school, good program there. So he brings that 0-2 pitch in and is going to get Ross looking.
Painted the outside corner with a nice fastball. It'd come with a couple of breaking balls and then hits that outside part of the plate with a fastball.
And Rylan Ramos kind of tossed that one up like that was out number 3, and Brooks ran to it and made that catch. So definitely the second out of the inning as number 3, Tate Henley, the pitcher for the Wildcats tonight, steps in the bag. He's going to hit that to shortstop. Good play there. Across the back. There it is. So 3 outs for you there. Idalou did score 1 run in the top of the inning.
Yeah, top of the first, Mustangs they lead it off with that error followed by a double, but able to limit the damage. In the top of the first, the Wildcats had 1 run. They did it on 1 hit. There was that 1 Mustang error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played a half an inning. Idalou leads at 1-0 with Shallowater coming to bat.
For nearly 70 years, the Silvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Silvius Insurance.
For all of your crop insurance needs, contact Josh Keeney or Brian Schmucker, 806-272-3193. At Silvius Insurance Group, we cover your hide.
As we go to the bottom of the second, I'll give you the Mustang batting order. Leading off is going to be Brant Carter, followed by Clayton Vincent. Brooks Carter batting 3rd. Chris Salazar in the cleanup spot. Rylan Ramos 5th. Braden Gurney 6th. Cameron Swanson 7th. Rylan Blackburn 8th. And rounding it out in the 9-hole, Jackson Simpson. The Mustangs will face left-hander number 3, Tate Henley for the Wildcats. Same pitcher they saw over in Idalou earlier this year. I've only seen Idalou play 1 other time this year. That was when we played them over there. I believe Henley is their guy on the mound. They're going to go with him again against the Mustangs here tonight. Henley's just about done with his warm-up pitches, and Brant Carter will be ready to step in here momentarily. All right.
For the Shallowater Mustangs, Brant Carter.
All right, number 7, Brant Carter steps in. Brant's a senior. First baseman for the Mustangs. He'll bat from the left side. Got a lefty-lefty matchup right here off the bat for the Mustangs.
I've never seen Henley pitch before, David, and those warm-up pitches look like everything had a little run towards the inside towards Brant here.
Got a little run on it. Decent velocity from what I recall. Works pretty quick on the mound, and against us the first time was all around the zone there, threw a lot of strikes against us. Evens the count at 1-1 after that first pitch missed wide for a ball. Comes back and hits the outside corner there. Comes back, hits the inside corner that time.
Yeah, don't mind Brant not swinging at that first one. It was pretty outside.
That one's up and away, 2-2. Henley working quickly out of the windup. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. They'll throw down to first, and they throw it over the first baseman's head. And Brant is going to go on over to second. He's rounded second. He's going to third on the drop third strike. So Mustangs gave the Wildcats one on the defensive end to start the first, and the Wildcats returned the favor. This time leadoff runner over at third base now.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 6, Clayton Vincent. Yeah, not a great first start, but I mean after that throw, help you out a little bit.
That's right. That's right. Kind of even it up on the errors out there. Both teams a lot to play for tonight. Maybe some jitters on both ends. Squares to bunt, and looks like he caught a piece of that one. They're going to call it a dead ball, foul ball there on the attempted bunt. Yeah, drop third strike in the dirt. Catcher came up with it and just threw that one high. First baseman couldn't go up and come up with that one. No balls and a strike to Clayton Vincent. That one's low, evens it at 1-1. Clayton's a sophomore, played most of the season at second base, has moved over to third base here in recent games. One pitch on the way. That one comes inside, gets past the catcher, takes a hard kick off the backstop, and that's going to score Brant Carter from third base, and the Mustangs have evened the score at 1 apiece here. Two balls and a strike to Clayton. Sophomore right-handed hitter steps back in to face Henley. Pitch is wide, count's gone to 3-1. Last time against Henley, the Mustangs didn't make him throw many pitches either. See if they can turn it around here. Clayton swings and misses on that. The count's gone full. Quick pitch attempt there, and that's ball 4. The umpire let that pitch stand. I'm glad it was a ball. The hitter wasn't ready.
Brooks Carter.
Works out in favor of the Mustangs there. On the quick pitch, misses wide. So runner on first, nobody out, and that brings up number 9, Brooks Carter. Brooks is a senior. He's on the mound tonight for the Mustangs, also catches and plays shortstop for them. Another lefty-lefty matchup here as Brooks steps in to face Henley. First pitch, called strike.
Yeah, one thing you always tell high schoolers is you like your pitchers to work fast, but you got to make sure that just because they call time doesn't mean the umpire has to give them time, which is what happened on the last pitch, but it worked out for Clayton.
Yes, it did. That one comes inside, and then it cuts in at the last moment, but comes in low for a ball. Looked like maybe a slider there, 1-1. Fastball outside part of the plate. Called strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Brooks. Henley looks in, he shakes off a sign. Now time is called, and this time it is granted. Henley taking a little longer there with the runners on. Mustang base runners will have to be careful with that lefty move over there. Called strike 3 outside part of the plate, and Brooks goes down looking.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 10, Chris Salazar.
One away, brings up Chris Salazar. Number 10 for the Mustangs, plays right field, also pitches. He got the win Tuesday night up in Abernathy against the Antelopes. Strike on the outside part of the plate as Henley continues to paint that outside part. Little snap throw over to first. Clayton's back in safe. Counts no balls and a strike to Salazar with 1 out. Tie ball game at 1 apiece here in the bottom of the first. That one's chopped foul. Go to the backstop here. Chris is down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I wonder where Henley's going to try to put this one.
Expect we'll see another one on that outside part. There it is.
There
it gets
it
away.
is. And
Missed for a ball. Yeah, it looked like it was awfully close.
I feel like he called that one on Brooks Carter. That's what he rung him up on. So.
Might have been a little low on that one. That's going to be a pass ball as the catcher lets that one get by him. Ball and 2 strikes. Mustangs with another runner in scoring position here. That one's lifted out to center field. Center fielder is moving over and makes the catch. Salazar flies out to center field. There's 2 away.
22, Rylan Ramos.
Brings up number 22, Rylan Ramos, sophomore catcher for the Mustangs. Ramos a bat from the right side. First pitch low for ball 1.
Yes, another example there. Ramos did have his hand out for time, but the umpire was not going to grant it, so he's got to be careful there.
Swings and fouls that one back to the screen here. Just off to our right. Time is called. Everybody will reset. Looked like Ramos called time there at the plate. Got it. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1 and 2.
So far, it looks like the umpire's got a pretty big zone tonight, so we're going to have to adjust to that.
He's giving that outside call, that's for sure. That one's upstairs, 2 and 2. That one's wide. Count's gone full. That one had some late break to it, but still didn't quite catch it.
Yeah, nice looking pitch, though.
Yeah. Tried to backdoor the breaking ball, looked like. That ball is lined down the right field line, goes just foul. Good thought there by Ramos. Remains alive at 3-2.
We'll see what this next pitch is, but it seems like every time he gets 2 strikes on us, he's throwing outside. Not, I mean, it doesn't depend on which side the batter's hitting it from. So
Ramos swings and misses as he's unable to catch up with the fastball there, and he's going to go down for the 3rd out. In the bottom of the 1st, the Mustangs pick up a run. They did it without a hit. There was 1 Idalou error, and there was 1 left on base. We've played 1 complete, and we're tied at 1 apiece.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
When People's Bank branch president Stephen Least isn't helping another small business with their financial success, you'll find him on the diamond doing what he loves, coaching kids.
Working at People's Bank has taught me how important it is to give back to our community. Coaching allows me to mold our future leaders using the principles I've learned while working with small business owners. I'm Stephen Least. I'm one of the people that you know at People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
As we go to the top of the 2nd, due up for Idalou will be the number 6, 7, and 8 hitters in their order. Just a little delay here in getting started as Rylan Ramos, the Mustang catcher, was the last out of the inning. It took him a minute to get geared up. Brooks has been warming up, but umpire will give him a throw or 2 here to Ramos before he throws down. In a game like this, the pitch count can become important. In the 1st inning, Brooks Carter threw 18 pitches for the Mustangs, Tate Henley 26 for the Wildcats.
Number 7, Ethan Owens.
All right, the 6 hole, Ethan Owens, the catcher for the Wildcats, is going to start off the top of the second. First pitch from Brooks is going to be high. Looks like some kind of break ball, something that just hung up there a little bit. Not a bad first pitch. Next pitch, swing and strike by Brooks. The 1-1. Fouled. I did not see that one off the bat. I had to look at the player's eyes because I did not see it.
I didn't either.
Fouled towards the Mustangs dugout down the first baseline.
Yeah,
So
it goes off the front of the fence there on the dugout.
the 1-2 pitch from Carter is hit sky high and out of here. Foul ball. I guess I shouldn't say out of here.
I was going to say, don't say out of here. Give everybody a heart attack here.
That's my fault.
Yeah, and you can only say out of here with the Mustangs.
That's
foul.
right. That's right. As the next pitch from Brooks is high. So 2-2 count, no outs here in the top of the first inning. 1-1 is the score. 2-2 pitch from Brooks is way outside. So full count here to the leadoff batter in the top of the second. And that's going to be outside as well. So Brooks Carter going to walk Ethan Owens to start off the inning.
Now batting number 23, Colton Hurst.
Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner for Owens, and that is going to be number 5, Malachi Briscoe. They're going to switch armbands and sliding gloves, and there's a lot of gear nowadays, David, you know? There's a lot of extra things that we didn't have when we were playing.
Yeah, they use that wristband system. So
Mm-hmm.
just another piece of the equipment you're talking about.
So Ethan Owens walks as he's on first base. He gets his lead. Colton Hurst, first pitch, outside, but called strike. He is the DH for the Wildcats. He's hitting for Breckton Crouch, the first baseman. As Brooks keeps Briscoe over there at first, honest.
Brooks does not hesitate on that pickoff move. Throws it over there with authority.
Yeah. It's a solid move. As that next pitch is going to be hit foul, lifted foul, and make the count 0-2. Good location right there from Brooks, low and away. As Hurst could just get a piece of it. The 0-2 pitch from Carter will not be happening right now because he's going to throw over to first a little bit. Just keep the arm warm.
Just a nice, easy throw that time.
There you go. That is hit to left center field. There is a shallow water Mustang there. Oh, just outside of his glove. Bounces off the fence. They're going to round third, send him home. Here's the throw from short. Beautiful throw. And the tag is, he's called out at home. Beautiful throw from the shortstop, Braden Gurney, right to Rylan Ramos at home. And the runner for Idalou says he was not tagged at all, but the run, umpires signaled that the run was out. The runner, excuse me.
So a lot happening here. First of all, that ball was hit out deep to left center field. Jackson Simpson goes back, makes a dive for it, can't come up with it. Rylan Blackburn comes up with it, hits Gurney, who throws a dart to Ramos. They tag him out at home. The runner ends up over at third, but the Mustang players appear to have seen something. We're going to wait till the Idalou coach finishes talking to the umpire here. Then I think we're going to have an appeal over at first base on the possibility that that runner might have missed first base. We'll see what happens here, but big thing is there's an out as that run is cut off at the plate on the 8-6-2.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now they put it back into play, so now Brooks is going to step off and appeal to first. And they're going to say he's safe. The Mustangs thought they saw something there, but they don't get the call on it. So Hurst is going to be over at third base on what's a double with goes to third on the throw.
Yes, remind me I need to record that as a hit. I did not do that. That first pitch from Carter is fouled back into the net.
Yeah, on Hurst, Brooks had an 0-2 count on him. Just left the ball probably a little better pitch than what he wanted on an 0-2 count there.
Yeah. So this is number 2. Derek Cantu is going to hit down the left field line, and that's going to go foul.
Deep ball, and luckily that one is just wide of the foul pole down in left field.
Yeah. He turned on that one pretty quick. Derek Cantu playing second base for the Wildcats today. We got one out here in the top of the second.
2 strikes on the batter here.
Brooks Carter sets and delivers. That is low. It's going to be fielded by Gurney and thrown across the diamond to first. And we are going to get the out at first, but that just would be the second out of the inning.
Brandt getting a little ahead of himself there. Cantu out on the 6-3 put out.
Yeah, good throw there by Gurney. That brings us to the 9 hole. Cash Kuntz, center fielder for Idalou. First pitch is fouled back. I feel like I've said that almost every single batter.
We'll get that hit here in a minute.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. So 2-1 is the score. Idalou is in the lead here in the top of the first. 2 outs, 0-1 count. That is hit right down the right field line. It's going to be fair, past the glove of Chris Salazar. So Kuntz is going to keep running. Salazar is just now collecting the ball. Kuntz is rounding second. Salazar is going to hit Brandt Carter. But that was quite the shot from the 9 hole.
Yeah, Salazar positioned pretty shallow out there. Took the only angle he had there to even have an attempt to knock it down, and just couldn't get there.
And just that ball was just outside of his glove. I mean, almost had it. So the Idalou Wildcats go from having nobody on to a runner on third, just like that, and the top of the lineup with Jeter Garcia. First pitch called strike on the outside corner. Good piece of hitting there by Kuntz. The next pitch is low and away. He's going to get behind Ramos. Here comes Kuntz, and he's going to score. That'll make things 3-1 here in the top of the second. As I believe Coach Huffman's going to come have a talk with Brooks. Maybe calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Huffman calling the infield in here. Yeah, Brooks is doing a really nice job of throwing strikes. Idalou's just swinging the bat well right now.
Yeah, they are.
Putting the bat on the ball.
Gotta give credit where credit's due, and they are putting it in play, and things are working out for them. So there's a couple pitches that Brooks would like back. The 0-2, you know, the 0-2 that got hit to deep left center, but he's all right. The senior settled down. Hope we can finish this thing out right.
Well, that's what you want. You want a guy throwing strikes, letting his defense play behind him.
So we got a 1-1 count here to Jeter Garcia. Again, he is the leadoff for the Wildcats. Plays left field. He's hitting that to Chris Salazar in right. Looks to be under it. Makes the catch.
And that'll do it here in the top of the first. But in the top of the first, the Wildcats pick up 2 runs. They did it on 2 base hits. There were no Mustang errors and no runners left on base. After 1.5, Idalou 3, Shallow Water 1.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
As Shallow Water continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallow Water ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
We'll go to the bottom of the second. Due up, Braden Gurney, Cameron Swanson, and Rylan Blackburn for the Mustangs. Number 11, Gurney steps in, sophomore shortstop. Swings and fouls that one back to the screen for strike one. Time's called at the plate. Pitcher for Idalou continues to try to work quickly, quicker than the Mustangs want. Gurney holds his time up, hand up for time, excuse me. Fastball inside part of the plate for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Gurney. That one's popped up on the infield. Looks like the first baseman is settling under it and makes the catch.
Now batting number 30, Cameron Swanson.
Gurney pops up on the infield for the first out. That'll bring up second baseman, number 30, Cameron Swanson. Swanson's a junior. He'll bat from the right side against the lefty Hindley. First pitch is wide for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Another fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, Hindley's living on that outside corner, and Mustangs haven't adjusted yet.
And Swanson chases something up and out of the zone. He'll go down swinging for the second out.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 1, Rylan Blackburn.
Bring up number 1, Rylan Blackburn, sophomore center fielder for the Mustangs. He'll step in from the right side against Hindley. Curveball drops in low for ball 1. Fastball tailing away, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saw the tail on that one you mentioned earlier, Brendan. That one's wide, 2-1.
Yeah, that fastball's got a run that it's hard to coach. It's got a natural curve to it from the lefty.
Hindley from the windup, 2-1 pitch. That one's wide, 3-1.
He gave Gurney an inside pitch, but everything else has been outside to every batter this inning.
That one's low and away for ball 4. Rylan Blackburn draws the 2-out walk. That'll bring up number 8, Jackson Simpson.
Now batting number 8, Jackson Simpson.
Simpson, another sophomore, left fielder for the Mustangs. Where's number 8? He'll bat from the left side. 2-out walk. We'll see if the Mustangs can make anything out of it here. Pitch comes to the plate and misses off the plate for ball 1. Henley working from the stretch. There's a line drive out to center field. Center fielder comes over and snags it, and then here comes the throw. It's high over the third baseman's head and goes into the dugout. That's going to score a run, as Ryland Blackburn was on the move from first. He'll come in to score, and Simpson on the double is then going to be awarded third base on the throwing error that goes into the dugout.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 7, Brant Carter.
First hit of the day for the Mustangs, produces an RBI for Simpson. Now the Mustangs are back up to the top of the order. Runner on third base as Brant Carter steps in. Brant in the first reached on a drop third strike and came around to score. It's a curveball in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, great piece of hitting there by Simpson to just stay level with that ball, which was pretty high. Took it right over the shortstop's head. So just good things happen when you put it in play.
Gonna have a timeout here as the Idalou coach is coming to talk to his pitcher. Yeah, that hit by Simpson, it was a well-struck ball. The center fielder did a good job of getting over there to it and got the throw in pretty quick. Could have been a close play over at third, but he sailed it into the dugout. Both teams, as I mentioned, just seem a little bit amped up at times.
Seems like that always happens in this shallow water Idalou matchup. Yeah. It's always a good game. We're going to have some excitement behind it because it's crosstown rivals, but it's always fun to watch.
And that was another outside pitch to Simpson there. He stayed with it, stayed on it, and went with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the Mustangs are going to have to do, just not try to pull that outside pitch, because Henley is hitting that corner.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back to play here as Brant steps back in with a 1-0 count. And he lines that one up the middle for another base hit, and that's going to tie it back up here for the Mustangs. RBI single by Brant Carter brings in Jackson Simpson, and we're tied at 3.
Number 6, Clayton Vincent.
Clayton Vincent steps up. Clayton walked his first time up, was left stranded out at second. Swing and a miss on a curveball that was low. Strike 1. Fastball comes inside with it and catches the inner part of the plate. Like Brendan was saying, we don't see much of that out of Henley, but he throws a nice fastball on that one. 0-2 to Clayton. Late swing by Clayton. Good decision to fight that one off. Most likely another called strike if he doesn't.
Yeah, that inside one that he called, Clayton Vincent didn't like that one. So good job there to not just let that one go past him, but to actually get the stick on it.
0-2 is the count. That one's fouled back and out of play. Clayton hanging in there. That's what you like to see. Quality at bats by the Mustangs, working deep into the pitch count.
Absolutely. Looks like Vincent's choked up here a little bit with 2 strikes. Smart move, just trying to make contact.
That one's lifted out to right field. Right fielder started back. Now he comes in and makes the catch. In the bottom of the second, the Mustangs come back and score 2 runs of their own. They did it on 2 base hits. There was 1 Idalou error, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played 2 complete, and we're tied at 3 apiece.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
For nearly 70 years, the Silvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Sylvius Insurance.
For all of your crop insurance needs, contact Josh Keeney or Brian Schmucker, 806-272-3193. At Sylvius Insurance Group, we cover your hide.
We go to the top of the third. Due up for the Wildcats will be the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters in their order.
And that 2-hole is Jack Henley as he gets a curveball inside for the first pitch, but it's called ball. Not a bad looking pitch there from Brooks. Henley, the shortstop for the Wildcats.
He doubled his first time up.
Just a double. Next pitch is called strike on the outside corner. So Brooks Carter working fast here as that next one's going to be hit to third off Clayton Vincent's glove. Hard hit ball. David, what do you think about that one?
Pretty hard hit ball, having to move over there. I don't know. Probably a base hit on that.
Yeah, we'll call it a hit. We'll call it a hit. I mean, it was a two-hopper that had some real speed on it over there to Clayton Vincent at third. Didn't have time to get set up. So the 3-hole for the Wildcats here in the top of the third inning. Eric Garcia playing right field today. Shows bunt. Pulls back, and the pitch is high. Called ball. Bold move, letting your 3-hole, giving your 3-hole the bunt call. He shows again, pulls back again. So looking for a little slap. The ball gets under Ramos, but the runner does not advance, and he finds it quickly and deals with it. A lot of times that just the sticking the bat out there as a bunt is just trying to mess with the pitcher a little bit. Doesn't look like he has any intent of actually bunting it. He shows again as Brooks goes over there to first. Beautiful, beautiful ball. Low. I believe it took one hop as Brant Carter beautifully picked it. Here's the twin connection right there. Brant Carter thought he got him at first. As the next pitch from Brooks off speed, called strike right down the middle. Not sure Garcia was 100% ready for that one. So Brooks is working fast here in the top of the third. No outs. As Garcia is going to check the wristband a couple times and step in. Another breaking ball right down the middle. Garcia watches it, and it's called strike. So 2-2. The runner at first, Henley, doesn't have much of a lead. I say that now. Now he's got a solid lead. The last one, he was just a couple steps off. Brooks Carter throws over there, and he's back easy.
Still not much there if he can go back in standing up like that.
That's what we always tell the players. If you can get back standing up as that pitch is hit to Brooks, who's going to go to second with it, going to get the out at second. The slide from Henley is going to take out Gurney's legs, so there's no play at first.
Looked like he slid over the bag there to get to Gurney on that one. That may be what Coach Huffman's going to talk about there.
Yeah, so Huffman's going to walk out there and talk about that one. So Gurney caught the ball easily on second base and went to first, but had his leg taken out by Henley. So Huffman's going to talk to the umpire about it. I was always, that throw from first to second is always a scary one, David. I don't like how the pitcher has to step up and it can mess with their footing. So I used to tell my guys, just play it safe and let's just go to first. But if you can make it work like Brooks just did, it's a good play.
Yeah, he put the throw. He threw the throw. Put the throw right where it needed to be, through to the bag, not to Gurney, because Gurney wasn't there when he threw it, and that's always kind of a tough throw to make. But he put it right there.
Yeah.
Not going to get any change on that call there.
Yep. So
still get the out, one away.
Good play by the senior to get the out at second.
Now batting number 8, Cooper Ross.
So the 4-hole for the Wildcats, Cooper Ross comes in. He's playing third today. As again, not much of a lead from Garcia over there at first base. First pitch is a ball, and they're a little high.
Showed bunt again, just like the last batter.
It's a bold move, bunting or showing bunt with your 3 and 4 holes, your best hitters on the team, but it is a strategy as he does not show bunt there, and that pitch is high from Brooks. So 2-0 count here in the top of the 3rd inning. 1 out. Not much of a lead from Garcia. Brooks is going to just stand and stare and force Ross to call time. Delivers that one. Ross hits that one, line drive right up the middle to Blackburn out in center, who's going to gather it.
Oh, we've had a switch there. That's Salazar. Salazar and Blackburn have
Salazar,
switched.
yes, yeah. You're right. So good piece of hitting there by Ross.
When he said that, I was wondering what Ryland was doing, throwing with his left hand out there.
Now batting number 3, Tate Henley.
Yeah, Salazar and Ryland switched spots out there in
Yeah.
the field this inning.
You know, sometimes you just need to throw left-handed. You just decide to do that, but, you know, Ryan's
Another
not going to
base
do that.
hit, runners on first and second with 1 away.
And that pitch is going to be low for a ball. So first and second, 1 out here. Middle infield is at double play depth. Squeezing the bag. Going to play a little deeper. Corners are going to be up. The next pitch is low. That's also a ball. Tate Henley, the pitcher for the Wildcats. He's a lefty throwing, but he's hitting from the right side. And that next pitch, a little high, called strike though. So 2-1 count.
Definitely up at the top of the zone there. Gets
Yeah.
the call.
Last time Henley came up, he hit into a 6-3 as the next pitch from Brooks is a ball. It's that outside corner. The umpire has been calling all night. But that one's a ball. 3-1 count here, 1 out. Here in the top of the 3rd, and that one's low. So he's going to walk, the bases loaded, as the 6-hole Ethan Owens, the catcher, comes up to the plate. Let's see what defensively what the Mustangs do here. Corners are up, middle infield is back. Brooks Carter's going to set, throw, and that pitch is going to be high. So missing high a lot this inning. Hasn't been the case in the first 2 innings. But this inning he's leaving everything a little bit up. That next pitch is going to be hit up in the air to right field. Blackburn's under it and makes the grab. Runner fakes like he's going to go home but does not. So no runners advance. And you get an out from a good catch over there in right field by Blackburn as number 23, Colton Hurst, the DH, comes up. He had that 0-2 count that he took to left center field and hit the wall last time. So let's see what Brooks can do here. Again, the score is 3-3 here in the top of the 3rd. 3's all the way around, and that first pitch is a strike from Brooks Carter. First and 3rd have backed up, no longer playing the bunt. Good pitch there by Brooks, as Hurst wasn't even close to swing on that one. Nice breaking ball from Brooks. So 0-2 count, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. The next pitch from Carter, another breaking ball that Hurst is going to foul off.
Hurst just got a piece of that one.
It was a beautiful pitch, had a lot of great movement on it from Brooks. Next pitch is going to be a chopper to third base. He's going to go over to first to Brant Carter and get him. So good job there by the Mustangs getting out of that one. That will, well, I'll let David give you the recap here.
Yeah, Mustangs work out of a bases loaded jam with 1 away there. And in the inning, no runs for the Wildcats. They did have 2 base hits. There were no Mustang errors and 3 runners left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. We're still tied at 3 apiece.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
As shallow water continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallow Water ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
Tied at 3 apiece. We'll go to the bottom of the third. Due up for the Mustangs will be Brooks Carter, Chris Salazar. Oh, excuse me. Back up here a minute. Yeah, Brooks Carter, Chris Salazar, and Rylan Ramos. Thought I was off a line there for a minute, but Brooks is going to lead it off here. He's 0 for 1. Struck out looking his first time up. Something you don't see often out of Brooks. Had a tough call on him on an outside pitch. He'll step in against Henley. Henley working from the windup here with nobody on in the bottom of the third. Pitch is low and away for a ball. Pitch inside, 2-0. Henley continues to work mostly the outer part of the plate. Did come inside there and misses.
You know, Brooks, who struck out last time, is just itching to get back. Takes a lot of pride in his hitting.
Big cut there. Looks like Henley might have taken something off of that one. He does. Brooks, like I've said before, one of the better guys I've ever seen at telling balls from strikes, separating them up there. Outside pitch for a called strike, 2-2. You can tell Brooks just doesn't like that call.
Yeah, he's been consistent calling those, though, so he's going to have to make an adjustment.
Brooks is a great opposite field hitter. That one's up and in. Oh, clipped him. They're going to say it clipped him. Oh, now the umpire's calling them back. Brooks headed down to first. I think he was trying to sell that he had been hit by a pitch. Umpire says no, come back. It's 3-2.
He sold it to me.
Yeah, home plate umpire is going to check with the field umpire, but there's no way he saw that. Brooks, a left-handed hitter. Field umpire is down the first baseline.
Yeah.
Brooks would have mostly shielded his view from it. Yeah, they're gonna bring him back here. So count goes to 3-2. Brooks, the leadoff batter here in the inning. Wildcats with a run in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third. Mustangs with a run in the first, 2 in the second. And batting now in the bottom of the third. Long look in by Henley. Now he enters his windup. Swing and a miss by Brooks on the outside pitch. Brooks goes down swinging. That'll be one away.
Now batting number 10, Chris Salazar.
Brings up Salazar, number 10. Salazar flew out to center field his last time up. Fastball misses just off the plate for ball one. Henley continues to work that corner. That one's low, 2-0. Just a light breeze blowing in. Now it's pretty much blowing straight in from center field. Just a nice evening for baseball. Sun still up over in the west. Lights are on. Ball hit out to center field. Center fielder's going back, and he's not going to get to it in time. It hits off of the base of the wall. Throw is coming in, and Salazar motors into second base with a stand-up double. Tell you, Chris has been on a tear here lately on his hitting. Good solid contact on that one. I think on Tuesday night, 3 for 3 with a walk. Those 3 hits, single, 2-run home run, grand slam home run. Second time this year he's had a 2-home run game. Double this time for him there. Puts a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Brings up Rylan Ramos. He's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging his first time up. Fastball up and away for ball 1. One's lifted foul. That's going to get out of play down the right field line. Evens it at 1-1. Had good crowds all season for Mustang baseball tonight. The biggest crowd of the season so far. District championship on the line. Idalou brought a good amount of fans too. Fans line in the right field line for the Mustangs. A curveball that gets away from Henley, misses wide, 2-1. See a few fans standing maybe in the bed of a truck out in the outfield watching from out there. 2 balls and a strike to Ramos with 1 out. That's low and inside, 3-1. That one's low, ball 4. Another base runner for the Mustangs. That'll put runners on first and second with 1 away. We'll have a courtesy runner over there for the catcher, Rylan Ramos.
Batting number 11, Braden Gurney.
It's going to be number 2, Jordan Jarrett. Jordan's a senior. Runs well. He'll run for Ramos. Gurney steps up. Gurney popped up to the first baseman his first time up. He'll step in this time with runners on first and second and 1 away. Henley working from the stretch. Gurney swings and fouls that one straight back out of play for strike 1.
Yeah, I mean, the third baseman for Idalou is in the grass. Back. If you could lay one down there, that's a hit all day.
Spin move by Henley. No throw, chases the runners back. Yeah, I noticed that earlier. I kept thinking that he would come in with runners on, but he stays way deep. Swings and fouls that one into the mitt for strike 2. That one's popped up. Looks like that one's going to stay on the infield. First baseman is calling for it and makes the catch. Gurney's popped up to the first baseman for the second time today. Now there's 2 away. That brings up Swanson. Swanson struck out his first time up. Swanson steps in. Still runners on first and second now with 2 away. Curveball in low for ball 1. Trickles away from the catcher, but not enough for the runners to advance. Fastball called strike. Just off the edge of the plate there. Ball and the strike now to Swanson. It's fouled back to the screen. Score. One ball, 2 strikes to Swanson. Curveball drops in for called strike 3. Swanson goes down looking. That'll do it for the Mustangs in the third. The Mustangs threatened, but they come up empty. No runs for the Mustangs. They did have one hit. There were no Idalou errors and 2 runners left on base. After 3 complete, we're still tied at 3 apiece.
Founded in 1913 and located in northwest Lubbock County, Shallowater is a place you will find people with small town values who pride themselves in West Texas traditions. Shallowater is a community you will be proud to call home. Mayor Roy King Potter and the Shallowater City Council encourage you to stop in and say hello. They want to make Shallowater the best it can be. Shallowater, where Texas pride runs deep.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Here in the top of the fourth, due up for the Wildcats, going to be number 8, 9, and 1 in their order. This is number 2, Cantu. Grounded to short his first time up. First pitch to Cantu, misses for ball 1. Next pitch is in there for a called strike. Pitch misses just off the plate. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Brooks looks in, working from the windup. Check swing, fouled into the backstop, into the screen here. Evens it at 2 apiece. Cantu, the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats here in the fourth. Fastball low, runs the count full. That one's lifted out to center field. Salazar's ranging over towards right and makes a running catch out there in right center field.
Beautiful catch there by Salazar, because, man, that ball was crushed. He had to get on his horse to get that one. But great play by Chris, the senior.
So bring up number 15, Kuntz. Kuntz tripled his last time up. Came around to score for the Wildcats.
First pitch is low and away to Kuntz for a ball. So low and in the dirt on that first one. Umpire's calling time. And here we go. Next pitch from Brooks. Going to be fouled back and out of play from Kuntz. So you've got 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. The score's 3-3. You get the first out. That's beautiful. It's step 1. As that next one's going to be fouled out of play. And from the sounds the crowd just made, I think it got a windshield. Looks like Jake Warren's truck. So the 1-2 pitch here is a called strike.
Oh, wow.
That was, man, I don't know if it gets any more low and away than that one. But we'll take it.
I heard that call. I thought that was somebody in the stands calling that one. I didn't realize the umpire called that. And getting that leadoff batter out, that's the first time today the Mustangs have kept the leadoff runner off base, and that usually goes a long ways towards keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, very long ways. I've heard this old saying that if the leadoff runner gets on, they have like a 35% chance to score, and just in all baseball, which is 35% in all of baseball is a pretty big percentage. So that next pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1 count here, 2 outs to Jeter Garcia, the leadoff batter for the Wildcats. Next pitch from Brooks is low for a ball. So nobody on. The wind actually is dying down. The flags in the outfield, at least the ones in right field, are kind of dead. So this ball will go anywhere. As that hit is down the third base line, it is fair. He's going to round first. As Simpson's going to field it all the way in foul territory down the left field line and get into Gurney for a stand-up double for the 1 hole, Jeter Garcia. Now batting for Jack Henley. It's a really good hit there, right over the bag, down the third base line. And now we got a runner on second with 2 outs as that next pitch is going to be hit high to Ryland Blackburn in right field, who looks under it, and he collects it for the 3rd out of the inning. And that will do it. So good hit there by Garcia, but no runs come of it.
In the top of the 4th, no runs for the Wildcats. They did have the 1 hit. There were no Mustang errors and 1 runner left on base.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric. Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at Hamilton Farms, Texas.
We're back at Garland Field here in the bottom of the 4th as Ryland Blackburn steps in. He walked and scored his first time up. First pitch, fastball misses off the plate for ball 1. This will be Blackburn followed by Simpson and then back up to the top of the order. That one's low and in, 2-0.
Remind me what Ryland did the first inning?
He walked and scored.
Walked and scored, okay.
That was back in the 2nd. Mustangs manufactured a couple of runs with 2 outs. That one's in there for a called strike. Count goes to 2-1. That one's low, 3-1. Ball slips away from the catcher there. They chase it down, and Henley's back into his windup. That one's upstairs, ball 4. Ryland's walked for the 2nd time today. Leadoff runner aboard for the Mustangs. That'll bring up Simpson. He's the guy who doubled him home earlier. He came around
now
to score himself
number
later.
8, Jackson Simpson.
Simpson steps in from the left side. The ball's popped up out into shallow left field. The third baseman actually goes back and makes the catch just off of the infield, and there's 1 away.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 7, Brant Carter.
Back up to the top of the order for the Mustangs. Here's Brant Carter. Brant singled back in the 2nd. That was his last at bat and was left stranded over at first base. Comes to bat here with a runner on first and 1 away. Third baseman way deep again there, Brendan.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing a bunt here just for a base hit.
I agree.
Now he starts working in a little bit. Blackburn's on the move, throw down to second, and they got him.
Good lefty move there by Henley. Lifted the leg and Blackburn took off.
Throw over to first, and they'll throw down to second and get him. 2 away. Carter steps back in. curveball drops in for a called strike.
It's a rare sight here in Shallow. All the flags are down, every single one. No wind.
That one's going to be fouled off out of play down the left field line. No balls, 2 strikes to Brant Carter. Catcher set up inside. Long pause by Henley. Now Carter calls time. Ball's lifted out to left field. Left fielder's coming in, and he takes a hop and bounces off of his leg and kicks over to left center field there. Carter will have to hold up at first, but single by Brant. Left fielder came in like he might have a play, but it dropped in front of him for a base hit.
Now batting number 6, Clayton Vincent.
Mustangs with a runner on first and 2 away. Late swing by Clayton, and he comes up empty for strike 1. Another swing and a miss. Clayton's down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Those pitches are hanging up. He's under both of those. See if he can adjust here.
That one catches the inside part of the plate for a called strike, and Vincent goes down looking for the 3rd out. In the 4th, no runs for the Mustangs. They did have 1 base hit. There were no Idalou errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. After 4 complete, Shallow Water 3, Idalou 3.
As Shallow Water continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallow Water ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
At Carter and Raider, we have deep roots right here in West Texas. Born and raised in Lubbock County.
We bleed red and black.
Since 2009, we have invested in our clients, in our neighbors, and our communities.
We pride ourselves in the values that make West Texas great: integrity, hard work, and the relentless pursuit of success.
Give us a call if you are in need of aggressive and personalized representation, and let our 25 years of combined experience go to work for you.
Steps in. He is the right fielder, the 3-hole for the Wildcats. The first pitch is a ball to him. Brooks Carter, the next pitch is going to be a strike. So Brooks is sitting at 76 pitches so far through 4 innings. It's not a bad total. Remember, in high school you get 110 before you have to come out. You can finish the batter once you get that 110, but that'll do it. For that, looks like we lost a chain there from Brooks. Maybe that was weighing him down. So that last pitch was fouled back in the screen, so 1-2 count.
This is Garcia. He reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Number 3-hole hitter for the Wildcats.
The next one's high at Garcia's eye level, so 2-2 count here in the top of the 5th. Oh, the next pitch from Brooks. Garcia wanted it. He thought about it, but it's low. It's a ball, so that'll fill things up. The 3-2 from Carter is high, and that's going to walk Garcia. Lead us to the 4-hole. Number 8, Ross Cooper. Now batting number 8, Cooper Ross. Cooper Ross, excuse me.
Ross singled his last time up.
Oh, he's going to bunt. He's going to bunt back to Brooks. Brooks is going to field it and go to first. Smart move there. And that's going to get the out at first, but will advance the runner. Garcia will be standing on second. Good unselfish play there from Ross.
Bring up Henley.
Now batting number 3, Tate Henley.
Henley walked his last time up.
Runner in scoring position for the Wildcats as Brooks delivers to him. Low ball, which Henley takes a cut at and misses. Ramos does a good job of keeping that ball in front of him, keeping the runner at second base. Working the runner at second. Brooks delivers. That's hit right back up the middle. He's going to send him from third. Here comes the throw from Salazar. Nope, runner stopped, which is a good call because Salazar's got a cannon. Almost had that out in the first inning. The ball actually bounced over Ramos's head, but Brooks Carter does a good job of backing that up. And so good hit there by Henley, but no run score for the Wildcats.
On the throw, Henley advances over to second base.
Now batting number 7, Ethan Owens.
So all you young kids out there watching, Brooks Carter wasn't just standing on the pitching mound after that one. You gotta back up home and you gotta get there quick, and he did a good job of that. Good job from the senior. First pitch, another one, line drive right into the outfield, up the middle. Chris Salazar's going to get it, but that'll score 1 run. Oh, almost 2, but Henley slips. The throw is going to be low. Now we can't find the ball, and that will advance Owens to second. So what was a single RBI could have been 2. Henley looked like he rounded third and had every intention of scoring, slipped and fell down. The throw came in from the shortstop, which Clayton Vincent knocked down, but no runs score there. I'm sorry, one run scores there. One run scores there.
Taking the lead here, 4-3 on the base hit. Brings Coach Huffman out of the dugout. He's drawing his infield in again.
So 2 back-to-back hits right up the middle for the Wildcats from their 5-hole Henley and their 6-hole Owens is going to lead us to number 23, Colton Hurst.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 23, Colton Hurst.
Hurst struck out his last time at the plate, but in the first inning, he took that ball to the left center field, the 0-2 count to the left center field. So he's got some pop. He's a big boy. So Brooks is going to have to do a good job here. We got 1 out, runners on second and third here in the top of the 5th.
Brooks will work from the stretch here. Spin move, no throw.
Good move, though. I mean, I like that move from Brooks. Keep him honest back there at second base as he steps on the rubber and delivers. That pitch is going to be low for a ball. It's going to get away from Ramos, but no run. No runner will advance. It did kick left from Ramos, but he does a good job collecting it. So that would be ball 1 for Hurst here. So 1-0 count here with 1 out in the top of the first. So Brooks is going to deliver quickly. That ball is going to be hit foul down the third base line. As Coach Brockman tries to field it, just misses it. Can we give an E on the coach? Is that an option?
That is. We'd have to score it that way.
But that'll make the count 1-1 as Ramos goes out to talk to his pitcher. Maybe seeing something, maybe getting the signs right. Again, the wind has completely died down here, which is normally blowing in from the southwest. Normally it is coming in from center or from right field and blowing straight in. And all the flags out in the outfield are down, so.
Completely still. You don't get that very often.
No, you do not. The 1-1 pitch from Carter to Hurst is hit to second base. Oh, just off the glove of Swanson. It's hitting the right field. Blackburn gathers, gets it in quickly. But that will score 2 runs for Idalou. And make this thing 6-3. So close there at second base. Right off the glove of Swanson. Hit very well from Hurst. Just missed that one.
He was moving towards the base and then tried to kind of come back and barely missed it. That'd have been a double play for sure.
Yeah.
Runners were moving on the line drive.
So next up, fouling that ball at first pitch off is Derek Cantu, who is the second baseman for the Wildcats. So now Hurst is the lone runner for the Wildcats on first base. Both those runs scored. The score is 6-3 with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. As Brooks Carter is facing the 8-hole for the Wildcats, and that next pitch will be a ball. So 2-1 count. Here, what did Cantu do his last time up, David?
Cantu grounded to, let's see here. He actually flew out to center field his last time up.
Okay, that's right. He hit that one well.
Yeah.
I think Ron made a good play on it. That next pitch is a called ball, so 3-1 as that next pitch is delivered, and that thing is hit to left field. Simpson seems to be under it, makes the catch, which will send Hurst back to first base. So 2 outs now here in the top of the 5th. As number 15, Cash Kuntz steps into play.
Now batting number 15, Cash Kuntz.
He's the center fielder for the Wildcats. He had a good hit back in the second inning, I believe. First pitch is low, and that's going to be called ball. The 1-0 pitch is low, and it will bounce in front of Ramos and advance Hurst to second base. So now that we got another runner in scoring position with 2 outs here in the top of the 1st. The 2-0 pitch is high, but Hurst stays through it, delivers that thing right into center field. Chris Salazar dives but can't get there. Rylan Blackburn delivers, comes up, with the ball and throws it in, but Hurst will score for the Wildcats. So really good hit there from the 9-hole, Cash Kuntz.
Now batting number 9, Jeter Garcia.
I mean, that was a high pitch. It was at his shoulders, and he still managed to stay right through that ball. Normally those high pitches, they go where they came from. They go high, normally an easy pop out, fly out, but he got right through that one. And Hurst scores from second base, so 7-3 now here in the top of the 5th. The Wildcats have the lead. Another one hit out to right field. Blackburn's underneath it and will collect that ball to end this inning, the top of the 5th. Again, the score is 7-3. David's got the totals for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, a big inning for the Wildcats there as they scored 4 runs in the inning. They did it on 4 base hits. There were no Mustang errors and 1 runner left on base. So we'll go to the bottom of the 5th with the Mustangs now trailing at 7-3.
Creating isn't easy. It's a simple fact known to dreamers and doers that create recipes, works of art, even small business, by working out every detail to refine their craft. Since 1907, First United Bank has been West Texans refining their craft for West Texans by offering the best banking possible. And that commitment has sustained us while other banks left town. We are loyal to those who strive for creative excellence. That is the spirit of West Texas.
As shallow water continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallow Water ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
as the Mustangs come to bat here in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 9, Brooks Carter.
It'll be Brooks Carter, Chris Salazar, and Rylan Ramos due up. Brooks 0 for 2 on the night, a couple of strikeouts, something we haven't heard much in his career. He'll step in to face Henley again. Still painting that outside corner, called strike.
And that's the pitch that's just killing Brooks, because it is, I mean, it's outside, but he's been consistent calling it all night.
There he goes. Gets that one between first and second out to right field, and Brooks has got him a base hit to lead it off.
Next up for the Mustangs, number 10, Chris Salazar.
Chris Salazar steps in. He doubled to center field his last time up. Mustangs trail at 7-3 as they bat here in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch to Salazar is low.
Yeah, this is what you want for if you're down 7-3. You want to start with these two guys right here, your senior leaders.
Fastball low and away, 2-0. Catcher does a good job to get his glove out there and keep that one from getting by him. That one's low and away. That goes off of his glove. Late jump by Brooks. He's going to get in there anyway on the pass ball. Pass ball just goes off of the catcher's mitt that time. It was a little outside, but advances the run over. Count goes to 3-0 on Salazar. Most likely the take on right here. It's in there for a called strike. Three balls, one strike. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Mustangs with a runner on second base now. That one's low and away, ball 4.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 22, Rylan Ramos.
Runners on first and second now with nobody out. Brings up Rylan Ramos. Ramos walked his last time up. See what the Mustangs have in store here. Henley working from the stretch with runners on base. Time is called.
Yeah, good call there by Henley, because second base, who was on the bag, keeping Brooks honest back there, left really early. You don't want that second baseman getting a good jump.
Ramos squares the bunt, lets it down the third baseline. It goes foul.
There's that bunt down the third baseline we've been waiting for all night right there.
Yeah. Third baseman was in more normal depth on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Goes foul anyway. Strike on Ramos.
Henley's going to talk to his catcher, and Coach Huffman's going to talk to Ramos here.
Getting late in the game here. Both pitch counts are getting high on these pitchers. Ramos squares to bunt again. A pitch out. Now throw down to second. Brooks is back in. And pitch missed for a ball. 1-1 to Ramos.
That's a play you don't see very often. It's kind of a dangerous play, pitching out to the batter and going all the way to second, but I like it. Kind of worked out there.
1-1 to Ramos. Now time's called. Carter at 95 pitches through 5 innings. Henley is at 90 with the Mustangs still batting here in the fifth. Ramos fouls that one out of play on the right side. 1-2 to Ramos now. 1-2 pitch is upstairs. 2-2.
Yeah, Ramos has done a good job of protecting the plate in his few at-bats here tonight. He's going to have to watch that outside corner from Henley.
Pickoff move over to first, and they almost had him, Salazar leaning over there. I could see it here. The first baseman was a little in front of him and swung to make the tag, and Salazar gets around it.
A tricky play there.
That was. A lot of cat and mouse going on right here. Mustangs down 4 runs, but they've got a threat working here with nobody out. Upstairs, and that goes off of the catcher's mitt and goes into the screen back here and gets stuck. And runners advance a base, and that's all they'll get. But that works as well as a bunt, as that's put runners on second and third now with nobody out. Count's gone full to Ramos. That one's up and away, ball 4. Bases loaded, full of Mustangs.
Up for the Mustangs, number 11, Braden Gurney.
Gurney steps up. Gurney has popped up to the first baseman in both of his first 2 at-bats. And we're going to have a visit from the Idalou coach. This is the head guy here, so we could see a pitch and change. Henley still has some pitches left. He's at 94, but bases loaded, nobody out here. We'll see what the Idalou coach comes up with. Leadoff single by Brooks Carter, followed by back-to-back walks to Chris Salazar and Rylan Ramos. I don't see any activity in the Idalou bullpen, but that's not uncommon, as there's a good chance if a reliever were to come in, he's probably already in the game for the Wildcats. But they're going to stay with Henley here.
Did you say Gurney has flown out to first base both times?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. He's popped up to the first baseman twice.
Okay.
He'll step in to face Henley here. Henley will work from the stretch with the bases loaded. First pitch is low for ball 1. Pitch wide, 2-0.
Getting late in the day for Henley here. Might be taking a toll on him here.
Could be. 2-0 to Gurney. Pitch is on the way. Gurney swings and misses. 2-1.
Yeah, that was exactly the pitch you want to see on 2-0 right there. Fastball right down the middle. Just missed it. Just barely missed it.
That one's inside. 3-1. Three balls and a strike here. Henley's a pitch away from walking in a run.
Idalou fans didn't like that call a whole lot.
That one's fouled back to the screen. Full count. Time is called. Ramos was the last one to walk, and that they slipped a courtesy runner in over there with Jordan Jarrett. That one's fouled back to the screen.
Yeah, good job there by Gurney to get a stick on that one.
Yep, remains alive. Full count as Henley is approaching the 100-pitch mark. Tries to check his swing and can't. It goes around. And Gurney's going to strike out. That'll be one away.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 30, Cameron Swanson.
Brings Swanson up. Swanson struck out looking his last time up. First pitch is in there for a called strike.
I think that's a slider, David.
It looks like it's got a little break to it.
Yeah, that was a really good pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. As Henley's refound his zone here. Now time is called. No balls, 2 strikes to Swanson. Swanson chases a high one, goes down swinging.
Now batting for the Mustangs, number 1, Rylan Blackburn.
2 outs, bases loaded. Gonna have time here as the Idalou coach wants a pitch count. All right. As I mentioned, Henley's getting up there. Idalou coach just making sure with the official pitch count over here that he knows where he stands. Bases loaded now, 2 away. Rylan Blackburn steps up. Curveball drops in for a called strike. Fastball, strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Blackburn. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Mustangs load the bases with nobody up, and Henley comes back to strike out the next 3 batters and end the threat. No runs for the Mustangs in the inning. They had 1 base hit, no Idalou errors, 3 runners left on base. We'll go to the 6th with the Mustangs still trailing at 7-3.
At Hamilton Farms, we pride ourselves on being able to offer you the freshest products and convenient space to make memories with your family. Make sure and visit us for Sunflower Days in June and July, Christmas on the farm starting Thanksgiving week, and remember to shop all of our farm-raised beef, Texas-sourced canned goods, and local honey anytime throughout the year at HamiltonFarmsTexas.com. We can't wait to have your family make memories with us.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
That's number 4, Jack Henley.
In the 6th, this will be the number 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up for the Wildcats.
All right, so Henley, the shortstop, steps in. Brooks Carter's going to work quickly. And that will be fouled back and out of play. Again, the score is 7-3 in favor of the Wildcats here in the top of the 6th. That pitch is inside. Henley turned on it a little bit, but not enough to be called a strike. So that will be 1-1 with no outs here in the top of the 6th. As that next pitch is high from Carter. Carter also getting up there in pitches. That next one's hit high. Chris Salazar in center field. Back, up against the wall. Misses it just over his glove. So that'll be recorded as a hit. A double, a leadoff double for Jack Henley, who absolutely crushed that ball.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 12, Eric Garcia.
So Henley takes that one to the wall and center, straightaway center for a double. Now the 3-hole, Eric Garcia is up. Nobody holding on Henley at second. So Brooks is going to step off, keep him honest back there. Garcia shows bunt. They bunted with, was it their 3-hole or their 4-hole they bunted with last time, David?
Right, it was their 4-hole bunted, yeah.
Yeah, so they're not afraid to bunt with the heart of the lineup. But he pulls back on that one, called strike. So 0-1 count here for Brooks, who sets and delivers, and that one is going to be a called strike as well. There's that outside corner that the umpire's been calling most of the time tonight. So 0-2 count, no outs, runner on second here in the top of the 6th inning. As that next one is in the exact same spot, called strike 3 from the 3-hole, Eric Garcia.
Now batting number 8, Cooper Ross.
So 3 up, 3 down. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Brooks Carter. Good comeback after that leadoff double. Cooper Ross steps in. He's a third baseman for Idalou. He's going to foul that first one out of play. So 0-1. Good job starting ahead here by Brooks. Gets really important this late in the game. Checks Henley at second. Heads that way. Had him frozen a little bit, but didn't have a man on the bag to throw to. So no harm, no foul as he kicks and delivers home. And Ross will swing at that one and miss. So 0-2 count, 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. The Idalou Wildcats are up 7-3. Really good hitting last inning by the Wildcats. As the next pitch from Brooks is outside for a ball. Not a bad 0-2 pitch. Pretty out there. Don't want to leave anything inside. So 1-2 here. Brooks checks Henley on second, delivers, and that's going to be high, but he's going to hit it up to Blackburn and right. Oh, just off his glove. He had to dive backwards for it. Almost had it as he hit the ground. The ball popped out of his glove. So good effort there by Blackburn in right field.
Similar to what happened to Salazar. Ball hit right over him where they have to twist and turn to go back to it. Just a couple of hard hits. Really close to having a couple of plays there and being out of it.
And that looks like that will be the day for Brooks Carter. It looks like Brant Carter.
This will be Braden Gurney coming in.
Oh, Braden Gurney,
yep,
I'm sorry.
This will be Gurney, yep. Haven't seen Gurney in a while on the mound. He and Brooks will switch places. Brooks will go over to shortstop. Gurney will come in to try to keep the Wildcats off the board here in the 6th. Mustangs need to try to prevent any further damage. Already down 4 runs.
Yeah, it looks like Brooks threw 105 today, so a lot of pitches. Heavy day for Brooks, who, like we said at the very beginning, is the #1 for the Mustangs. As Gurney takes over for him.
Yeah, I think that'll be the only change we'll see here with the pitch and change is Gurney and Brooks Carter switching places.
Shortstop and pitcher.
Yep.
Now batting number 3, Tate Henley.
Gurney will come in with runners on second and third and 1 out.
This is Henley, the pitcher, not Henley, the shortstop. Spelled differently, so not related.
When I first heard it, I thought they were brothers, but you're right. There's a D in this one, Henley.
The first pitch to him is a called ball. His last time up, I think he had that rocket up the middle, didn't he, David?
Right. He singled and came around to score later, yes.
So, got to be careful here. Runners on second and third, one out. Here in the top of the sixth, the next pitch is called strike. 1-2.
Yes, 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Okay. 1-2 here. As that's chopped over to Brant Carter at first base, who backs up. Make sure he keeps eyes on the runner at third. Now the second baseman took off. Runner at second took off. Now we got a pickle at second and third. Now the runner from third's headed home. Now to the catcher. Now back to third base. Now we got a pickle down the line. Brant Carter's going to make the tag. And that is it. Very confusing, but a chopper hit to Brant Carter, who, again, is a senior, did a very good job of not just turning and going towards the bag, because that would have scored one from third. And touched the bag at first, got that out, and then started throwing it around, got a couple pickles as the runners got confused, and there we are.
Nice job explaining that. If you're watching it on the Sports Network, you saw that, but that was a pretty unique play there.
Yeah.
Brant Carter made the play on that one, like Brendan was saying, fielding that ball, holding the runner at third and getting the out. And then from there, it just snowballed into a really unique double play. But that's going to do it here in the sixth. No runs for the Wildcats. They did have a couple of base hits. There were no Mustang errors, and there would have been 1 runner left on base.
For nearly 70 years, the Silvius family has provided the nation's farm producers with risk management solutions based on the idea that success comes by putting the client's needs first and trusting that through product innovation, helpful analytic support, and a high level of service, lasting relationships will develop, ensuring a future for these farms and producers and for their friends at Silvius Insurance.
For all of your crop insurance needs, contact Josh Keeney or Brian Schmucker, 806-272-3193. At Silvius Insurance Group, we cover your hide.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Here in the bottom of the sixth, we're going to see a pitch and change for the Idalou Wildcats, as well as Henley's day is done. He went 5 complete. He's going to give way to number 8, Cooper Ross. Ross comes in from third base to take the mound for the Wildcats. He'll face the number 9, 1 and 2 hitters due up in the Mustang order. That's going to be Jackson Simpson, Brant Carter, and Clayton Vincent. Mustangs had a threat going that last inning and couldn't push any across, and then at the top of the sixth, the Idalou Wildcats with a threat of their own, and the Mustangs got out of it. All right, Simpson steps in. Simpson popped out to third base his last time up. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Face the right-hander Ross, as Ross is going to work from the windup. First pitch swinging, and Simpson fouls that one out of play over on the left side. No balls and a strike to Jackson. Fastball low and away for a ball, evens it at 1-1. Simpson swings and misses on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wildcats have out hit the Mustangs so far, 12-5, and they lead it on the runs, 7-3. 1-2 pitch on the way to Simpson. That one's low and in, 2-2. Mustangs looking for base runners here as they trail by 4 runs. Pitch is low. Count goes full.
Yeah, that's one that was pretty close.
Good eye by Simpson, but that's a tough pitch to take right there.
He's not going to want to let that one go again.
That one's popped up out into shallow left field. Shortstop is ranging over. Now he gives way to the left fielder who comes in and makes the catch, and there's 1 away. Brant Carter steps in, singled his last time up.
Good hustle play on that last one from left field. Jeter Garcia, he was moving to come in and catch that ball.
Breaking ball that stays wide. 1-0 to Brant. Fastball called strike on the inside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Long look in by the pitcher Ross. Now Brant calls time at the plate. Curveball in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brant now.
He's got a good looking curveball. It's got a lot of turn on it, so probably use that a lot here.
Ground ball out to the shortstop, and it goes off of his glove. Brant's going to reach on the error. That's what the Mustangs need. They need base runners. We'll take them any which way. That's an E6 there.
The Mustangs, number 6, Clayton Vincent.
Runner on first, 1 away, brings up Clayton Vincent. You see Ross working out of the stretch now with a runner on first base. Another ground ball out to the shortstop. This time he's got it. He goes to second for 1 and over to first, and they got the double play. (6-4-3) double play is going to end it in the 6th for the Mustangs. For the Mustangs, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We'll go to the 7th. Mustangs still trail at 7-3.
To create is to bring something into existence. To dare to dream big and work hard bringing it to life. First United Bank was created in that same spirit, and we continue to innovate in order to help those that dream and do. And it sustained us while others left town. We are West Texans loyal to those who create, because creativity is part of the spirit of West Texas.
Going to the 7th. Due up for the Wildcats will be numbers 6, 7, and 8 in their order. To face number 11, Braden Gurney, sophomore right-hander for the Mustangs. Mustangs trail it by 4. They're going to need to try to keep the Wildcats off the board, limit any damage here to give them a chance to come back here in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Wildcats, number 7, Ethan Owens.
Owens will step in from the right side. He singled his last time up, came around to score back in the 5th. Gurney will work from the windup.
right back at him as Gurney's going to field it beautifully and walk it over to Brant Carter at first base for the out. So good hands there by Gurney, because that was hit back at him with some pop, and he fielded it cleanly. A little PFP action there to get the out at first.
Now batting number 23, Colton Hurst.
The Idalou coach is going to come talk to the umpires about something. Not sure what you think, David.
I don't know. I don't know what that would be.
Best guess is Brant Carter had a foot on the bag, caught the ball, and then did something, touch the ground or touch the bag again with the ball. I'm not real sure. Maybe coach is unhappy about that, but I don't know what they're talking about. Looks like we'll stay guessing, because we don't know. Everyone's going back to their own. Coach Huffman's going to ask for an explanation from the field umpire and walks away. So here we go, 1 out. Top of the 7th, the score is 7-3. Idalou has the lead as Gurney delivers the first pitch low for a ball to Hurst. And so we got a 1-0 count. The lights are on, the sun is gone. The flags are barely moving out there in the outfield. There's almost no wind here in shallow water as the next pitch is fouled against the screen. And senior manager Isaiah Salazar almost had a catch over there off the screen. It's a good hand, so 1-1 count. Here to Hurst, who check swings. They're gonna ask the field umpire, who's gonna say he did not go. So that will be ball 2-1. 1 out.
Looked like a pretty good pitch there, regardless of whether he swung or not, but no call on it.
Really good pitch from Gurney. Next pitch from him is going to be chopped to second base. Swanson's going to gather that one, throw to first, and get the out there. It's a good play there by Swanson at second for the second out of the inning. Now batting for the Wildcats, number 2, Derek Cantu. Cantu, the second baseman for the Wildcats. He is their 8 hole. So we're at the bottom of the lineup here. 2 outs for Gurney. He delivers a nice breaking ball. Started inside, came right over the middle of the plate for strike 1. Gurney's a righty. Cantu's a righty. The next pitch, fastball is low. Even things up at 1-1. With 2 down here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch from Gurney is outside. It's been called tonight, but not here. So 2-1. 2-1 count here to Cantu. Again, the score is 7-3 Idalou. If you're just now joining us, that one also back hit back at Gurney, who fields it nicely, tosses it over to Carter, and gets the out at first. So here we go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Your shallow water Mustangs are down 7-3, so we need the sticks to come alive here. I think David's got some totals for you.
Yeah, that'll be, I believe, the first time all day the Wildcats have gone in order as they go 3 up, 3 down here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors. But as Brendan mentioned, Mustangs will have to do something here in the bottom of the 7th as they trail by 4.
As shallow water continues to grow and improve, so does our school district. Our students are successful in all aspects of public education, from academics, athletics, theater, ag, band, UIL, and more. Shallow Water ISD is truly blessed by everyone that is a part of our school system because of a community that is second to none. Shallow Water ISD, in a class of our own.
We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Due up for the Mustangs going to be the heart of the order. Number 3, 4, and 5 in the order. Brooks Carter, Chris Salazar, and Rylan Ramos due up. Idalou picked up a run in the first, 2 in the second. Mustangs answered with a run of their own in the first, a run of their own in the second, but the difference has been the 4-run fifth by the Wildcats to put them ahead 7-3, which is where we still stand. All right, Brooks Carter steps in. He singled his last time up. Be his first time to face the pitcher Ross for the Wildcats.
Ross threw 11 pitches last inning, so still fresh. He's got a good breaking ball and a decent fastball.
Brooks fouls that one off. He's down in the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Mustangs with 3 outs to work with here in the 7th. They need 4 runs or more. And Brooks goes down swinging for the first out. Tried to hold up on it. One away, brings up Chris Salazar. Chris steps in from the left side. First pitch, swings and misses for strike 1. Next pitch misses for a ball, evens it at 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Chris is going to step way out here, reset, take a deep breath. It's your call time, Chris. There you go.
Foul tips that one, remains alive at 1-2.
Man, it seems like Ross doesn't have spots that he's filling up. Like Henley was outside all day. Ross doesn't seem to be that way, but he's throwing good pitches. He's getting them to swing at it. See if Salazar here can get through one and make something happen.
One-two pitch on the way to Salazar. That one's low for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes to Salazar. Fly ball out to left field. Left fielder's moving over and he makes the catch. 2 away. Mustangs are down to their last out now. Alan Ramos steps in. He walked his last time up. Swings and misses for strike 1. Next one misses just off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
It seems like he's leaving a lot high, but it seems to be working for him, which normally is a recipe for disaster, but it's working for us here.
That one goes over the head of Ramos. That one got away from Ross. 2 balls and a strike. Mustangs trail at 7-3 down to their last out. Pitch is low, 3-1. Idalou fans wanted that call, but it was definitely low. 3-1 to Ramos. That one's upstairs for ball 4. Mustangs still with a life here. Braden Gurney comes up. 2 away, runner on first base. Ross will work from the stretch. Curveball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, he's got that's a nice curveball. It's a good pitch. I'm with Gurney, you're not swinging on that on first pitch, so.
Curveball is chopped over to the third baseman. He's up with it, a long throw, and it's not in time. Infield single by Gurney. Moves Ramos over to second base.
Number 30, Cameron Swanson.
So I said good job not swinging on that first pitch curveball. That next one was the same exact thing, and he chopped that down to third. So good job there. Third baseman didn't have a chance. That took him all the way to the line over there.
Cameron Swanson steps in. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. One and 0. Mustangs with runners on first and second. Ball's hit way foul over on the left side. One and 1 to Swanson. Pitch is low. Catcher keeps it in front of him. The runners will hold. 2 and 1 to Swanson. That one's right down the middle. Called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swanson gets a piece of that one to remain alive.
Yeah, good job just getting the bat on that one. And the score is 7-3 here in the bottom of the 7th, 2 outs. Idalou has the lead.
They've got time called. That umpire's going to toss that ball out and get another one. Pitcher seemed to want that one. The umpire didn't want it out there. Must have had a cut or something on it. Swanson steps back in. Curveball drops in. Called strike 3. That's going to do it here in the 7th. The Mustangs threaten, but they're unable to push any runs across. No runs in the inning on no hits. There were, 1 hit. There were no errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. So Wildcats are going to take the win over the Mustangs tonight by a score of 7-3. On a night where the Mustang battled, as I mentioned, big difference tonight was the 4-run 5th inning for the Wildcats, where they took the lead and go ahead and finish it out 7-3 over the Mustangs. On the night for the Mustangs, Brant Carter goes 2 for 4 on the night with a run scored. Clayton Vincent 0 for 3 with a walk. Brooks Carter 1 for 4. Chris Salazar 1 for 3 with a walk. Rylan Ramos goes 0 for 1 with 3 walks. Braden Gurney 1 for 4. Cameron Swanson 0 for 4. Rylan Blackburn 0 for 1 with 2 walks, a run scored. Jackson Simpson 1 for 3 with a run scored. So as I mentioned, Idalou just good pitching by them tonight. They hit the ball well. They hit us 12-5, and they're gonna get us this time.
Yeah, the sticks were alive for Idalou. I mean, the pitching wasn't bad for Shallow Water. It just seemed like every hit, especially in that wretched 5th inning where they had 4 runs. I don't even know how many hits they had then, but it seemed like everyone, they were getting straight through, line drive. So they hit the ball well, and they played a great game, so hats off to Idalou.
Idalou's going to capture the district championship with that one. Mustangs still with more baseball to play, plenty of baseball ahead of them. Come back tomorrow with a non-district game against Lubbock Christian High School at 12 o'clock tomorrow at their place. Then come back Tuesday night for our last district game, home game, senior night here at Garland Field for the 5 seniors. And then after that, Mustangs will be going on a playoff run as they've become accustomed to.
Should be fun.
But Brendan, appreciate you stepping in tonight and helping us out here as we've been bringing you Shallow Water Mustang baseball. This has been broadcast on Mixler Internet Radio as well as the Shallow Water Sports Network. This has been David Blackburn along with Brendan Skipworth bringing you Shallow Water Mustang baseball. Until next time, take care.